I'm near Daleville, Virginia, just off Catawba Road, and this is the Andy Layne Trail parking lot. There's my little red car. It's a pretty good sized lot, and over here is the trailhead, and I'm going to be hiking. This trail takes you to the top of Tinker Cliffs, which is up this way. So I think it's about 3 miles up and 3 miles back. I'll get some shots of whatever information is there at the trailhead. The elevation here is 1,500 feet. Six-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 1360. I've been descending. There's the trail I came from, the Andy Layne Trail, and I'm going to continue on. It looks like we're going to go through this first gate here and then out into a flat area, probably part of the Catawba Valley. I just crossed over that bridge. You're going to come across that bridge as soon as you go through that first gate. Shortly after that, a few hundred yards. I've already gone across it. I'm taking it from the opposite side because of the low angle of the sun, which would be in my face if I was trying to take it the same way I was traveling. And here's part of Catawba Creek right here. And we are headed up there where the big mountains are. Okay, once you walk across the valley floor here, that's where I came from, walk across the valley floor and you'll come to the second gate here, and a sign from ROANOKE Cement, who owns this property, saying you are now entering a riparian buffer area. So here we go through the second gate. Eight-tenths of a mile into my hike. The elevation here is 1360. I'm still down in the valley. And here's the second bridge crossing another piece of Catawba Creek. There's the creek right there. And I don't know, I haven't gone across it yet, but this bridge looks like it's in pretty good condition too. That's the way I'm headed. There's the upstream side. That's where I came from. Very pretty here. Cruising along the Andy Layne trail here. This is a rare flat stretch. Most of it's fairly steep. Oh God, it looks like I'm going to go down, which means I got to go up again. So anyway, I'm enjoying this flat section till we get up to the final assault, up to the Appalachian Trail. Let's see. I got about another 0.8 of a mile straight line distance, so probably another mile to get up to the Appalachian Trail. I'll be glad when I get there. Okay, who came up with this idea being so steep? Oh man. Okay, here we go. Two miles into my hike. I'm up to 2,030 feet. Whew! I just got done with what I think is the steepest part, but I'm not 100% sure. But it can't be much steeper than what that was back there. Anyway, that's where it came from. And I don't see any more steps this way. That's the way I'm headed. Got about another 3/4 of a mile up to the Appalachian Trail, then I'm going to turn right and head towards the cliffs. .2 miles into my hike, I'm up to 2,540 feet, and this is the intersection with the Appalachian Trail. Here's where I came from, which is the Andy Layne Trail, and behind me where the sun is the white blaze for the AT, and it comes up here and it turns left, and that sign says Andy Layne Trail, Route 779, 3.1 miles. That's where I came from. Tinker Cliffs, 1/2 mile. Highway 311, 9.1 miles. So we're heading this way. I think I got about another 400 feet of vertical to climb to get up to the cliffs. .7 miles into my hike. I'm getting close to the top now. I'm up to 2,850 feet. Starting to see a lot of rocks, a lot of big rocks like these right here. Oh, wow. That's where I came from. I'm still on the Appalachian Trail, one of the switchbacks. Here's another switchback. I think I have about another maybe 0.2 of a mile up to the top. .9 miles into my hike. The elevation here is 2920, and I'm at the beginning of the cliffs. They actually start over there That's the northern end of them, but those are, yeah, terrifying for people that are afraid of heights like me. So I'm gonna get the best shots I can. Here's one looking out, and about a quarter of a mile worth of them here, so I'm sure there'll be plenty more opportunities. I stepped out on a rock. Back behind these cliffs is a real nice flat area with lots of trees. I'll get some pictures of that too. Real nice there. So the cliffs are over there, and back over here, look at this area here. Up here at the top of the mountain, it's nice and it's relatively flat. Lots of trees. The sound of airplanes. Real nice area up here. This shot's for Wilkie. Here's the Appalachian Trail right here, and there's the abyss, like 2 feet over. Yep. This outcropping gives you a pretty good view from here of McAfee Knob. There it is right there, McAfee Knob. It's about 4 miles from here, straight line distance. I don't know why they put this reference mark so close to the abyss, but there it is. Tinker reference mark number 3, dated 1934. And the arrow points back to the benchmark, which is over there somewhere. So I'll wander over there, see if I can find that. Anyways, reference mark number 3. Okay, here's the, on pretty much the highest spot up here is this Tinker benchmark, and I'm looking at my data sheet here. It was monumented here in 1934, and the elevation is 2996. I'll try and get some pictures of it. The sun's at a weird angle. I might have to take them upside down and then flip them. Okay, whoever put these up here was just plain insane. There's the main station right there. There's the benchmark. And over here is, and that's the edge right there. See that copper bolt? That's one of the reference marks. That is just, and there's the abyss. So there's the benchmark, and over there is that copper bolt, and over there at the very edge of that rock is reference mark 1. I'm going to go over there and get a picture of that too. .5 miles into my hike, I'm down to 2550, heading back to my car now. And this is a spot where the AT splits off, heads to the right towards Scorched Earth Gap, that way. There must be a story behind how it got the name Scorched Earth. But then I'm going to head over here to the left. There's a sign over there that says Andy Layne Trail, so I'm heading that way. And you can't miss this big old rock right here. It's taller than me. And that's where I came from, off the cliffs. Well, that's interesting. That's an Osage orange. There's the tree, the Osage orange tree. I can see fruit still on it up there. It's the one that still has a few leaves on it. Coming down. This is a map of today's hike. It's two quadrangle maps pasted together. The left side is Catawba, 1963, and the right side is Daleville, 1963. And the purpose of the hike was to hike up to Tinker Cliffs, which is here on the map. I came in from Daleville, Virginia on this route 779, and you come around this bend and you park. There's a trailhead right here for Andy Layne Trail. It's on the east side of the road here. You park there. There's a good trail map there with information about the hike. And then from here all the way up to the Appalachian Trail here, this is all on private property owned by the ROANOKE Cement Company. So you start here and you descend. You're about around 1,500 feet here. You descend down into the Catawba Valley here. You cross Catawba Creek twice, once here and once here, and then you start your climb. There's certain sections of this trail that are really pretty steep. I just drew this in. This trail's not really shown on this map. And there's a lot of switchbacks on this trail that I didn't bother to draw in. But anyway, you climb the mountain until you get up to here. This is about 2,500 feet elevation right here. There's a saddle in the mountain right here. And this is where the Appalachian Trail comes around like this. You get on the Appalachian Trail, you turn right, and you continue to climb. And actually, there's more switchbacks here that I didn't bother to pencil in. When you get up to about here, you're up near the summit. And from here all the way over to about here is just lots and lots of rock outcroppings. So there's about a quarter of a mile of it here. Plenty of places to step out and get a view to the west. Very, very nice views from up here. I'd recommend this hike if you're interested in nice scenic views from the top. Also, and most people don't show this in their videos, but when you're looking out to the west here, if you turn around, behind you is a real nice area here. It's fairly flat with lots of trees and stuff. So it's I mean, you could pack yourself a picnic lunch and come up here and have a nice picnic too. So got a bunch of shots, came down here to the southern end, which is the very high point, and right there's a benchmark, the Tinker Cliffs benchmark. I found that and 3 of the reference marks, which I got pictures of, and then turn around and basically hike back to my car. On the way back, and I don't remember exactly where it was, but I think it was right in here somewhere before I crossed the, let's see, no, okay, right about in here, I guess after I crossed the creek, I got some pictures of an Osage orange tree, which is kind of an unusual tree. The Native American Indians used the Osage, the wood from the Osage tree to make bows out of. Hiked back to my car, and that was the hike. It ended up being a pretty strenuous hike. It was 8.5 miles. It took me almost 6 hours. And the total ascent was 2,145 feet. So that's a lot more ascent than most of my hikes in Shenandoah Park. And that was the hike for today.